back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers.
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the Big Three in Boston. That year, it was the Big Four.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And, you know, guys, on the topic of Rondo, you look at his playoff career now. I mean, in 2009, he averaged nearly a triple-double in the postseason. I mean, this guy has great instincts, but he has to have the ball to orchestrate the way he's most effective.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Miller kicks to Butler. Hicks in a screen. Deflects the pass. Back to Butler. 6 to shoot. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Rondo against Miller. It's stolen by Green. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
It's stolen by Green. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Spurs ball. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Now Rondo. He has 7. Pass to Pachulia. The drive by Green. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
And that one's good.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Rondo passes to Durant. Outside for Rondo. Diaw with a wide open look. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. Over to the wing. Here's McCollum. Green with the rebound.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing. He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And a lot of noise coming from these fans after that call was made.
Well, it seems like we've got some rookie officials here trying to handle the business and on the court, and the crowd clearly not in harmony with what they're calling.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
You know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Jarnell Stokes. The Heat trail by 7. Miller dishes to Bosh. Miller against Lynn. Kicks in a screen. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Lynn kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Blatch. And Anderson has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Kept alive.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
McCollum. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
C.J. McCollum.
Hey, guys, C.J. McCollum, the combo guard out of Lehigh, was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Now McCollum has struggled with injury. He's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Bosch. The shot from the low post is good. Bosch has got his first 2 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Anderson right side. There's the pick. Stevenson kicks to Anderson. On the wing. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way. The feed to Miller. Fires for 3. The rebound by Anderson. San Antonio leading by 4. Stevenson with it. Now defended by McCollum. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Shoots from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
For Miami, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Lynn with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Got a piece of it. That welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Green out there with Rose. And it's Mozgov in at the center. Lynn kicks to Anderson. From deep. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Anderson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Spurs. And it's Rose penetrating. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Green.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Anderson, a screen on Green. Anderson kicks to Lynn. The pass to Stevenson. Dishes it to Lynn. Second shot opportunity. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Spurs making a switch here. Durant's checked in. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. There's a screen. Stevenson with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Good on the shot. Lynn's got 4 points this quarter.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
Rose attacking. They kick it out to Green. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Green's got 9.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
And there's the call on Bosch. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lynn kicks to Durant. Shot clock at 6. The shake. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Rose goes in. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 12 points in the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Here's Lynn. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Watch with it. Bosdov on him. And the basket by Blatch. And the Spurs lead by 3. Lynn against Rose. And the wide open shot from Green. The shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Durant, the pass to Lynn. Great D that time from Green.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Rose, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And here is Lynn. He dishes it to Anderson. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injury. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Spurs have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter.
And, you know, back to D. Rose, he grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood. on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And it's Dang in the corner. Back to Rose. Look at that.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Diaw can't hit. Miami's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Rose kicks to Bosch. Mozgov sets a screen for Bosch. It's stolen by Rondo. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for San Antonio.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And the Heat call time here. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
The Heat trail by 3.
And with Durant, his competitive spirit really comes out in crunch time. He demands the ball when the game's on the line. And more often than not, he gets it and delivers.
Rose dishes the Bosch. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Spurs leading by 3. Now here's Rondo. He's got 13. From deep. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And guys, talking about Durant, he may not wear it on his sleeve, but he's really upped his energy and emotion on the defensive end. I mean, he's seen that defense wins championships, and that's the only thing on his mind right now.
From 11 feet away, Durant with another miss.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Rose against Rondo. Rose attacking. Dang gets a wide open look. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists in the game. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Rondo. Clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Green inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Well, I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Sewell Butler comes in for Chris Bosh. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And Miller's subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's Durant. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Durant's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Shot's good from Butler.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
San Antonio calls timeout. And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
Stokes is checked in for the Heat. San Antonio with the ball, trailing by 5.
And getting back to J.J. Hickson, he's forever had the size and strength to get it done. His problems have always been that lack of discipline and an unrefined set of tools. I mean, unfortunately, last season highlighted those flaws. How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Talking about Hickson, every time you count him out, he surprises you with a streak of inspired play. Then every time you count him back in, he puts up a dub. Hard guy to figure out right now.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Outside for Rondo. 6 to shoot. Durant attacking. Pass to Green. The dish to Diaw. Outside Rondo. Tries again. Over in the corner, Green. Here's Diaw. The three-pointer off the mark.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Cullen passes to Miller. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Heat lead by 6.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Clark, they dialed it in here in the second quarter, playing really well.
Outside, Green. Butler with the steal.
Inside 2 minutes.
McCollum kicks to Stokes. Rondo with the steal. Ball going up court. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Green. That's 10 points for Kevin Durant.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now Green. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And it's good. Now just a 2-point Heat lead.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12. Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
On the wing, Green. Beyond the arc. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist in the game. Hickson dishes to Miller. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside Rondo. Durant in the corner. 1 second left. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Heat lead by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Rajon Rondo has been sensational.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Well, how about Rajon Rondo in this one? He has 15 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
On the court for San Antonio. They've got Rajon Rondo. Durant is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Blatch. And it's Green in at the shooting guard. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Anderson's shot is off. The Heat with the lead. On the wing, Green. Here's Rose. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside. You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Bosch passes to Rose. And a big-time jam right there.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Back to Rondo. 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Anderson. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Anderson's got 8 points. And you know, Ryan Anderson, here's a guy, Greg, who tortures opponents from beyond the arc. Maybe the best long-range shooting power forward in the game today.
And you know, he's tricky out on the perimeter. Crafty at running people off picks. Spots up well. And even when you close out, he has that high release point and quick trigger to knock it down on you.
Here's Durant. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bosch has got 3 rebounds now in this one. The three. The Heat rebound. Mozgov kicks to Green. The wide open look here for Bosch. Bosch with another miss.
Well, I tell you what, Ryan Anderson creates so many matchup problems for the defense because of his ability as a bigger guy to step out and shoot the deep ball. He can start or be effective off the bench.
And Durant, here we go. Looking to get back on track here. That doesn't go either for Durant. Neither side has relented a bit in this back and forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
That doesn't go either for Durant.
And guys, one thing about Ryan Anderson that comes to mind for me, you know, here's a guy that never was a heralded recruit coming out of high school, and he's not going to wow you with his athleticism, but he's just smart enough to know where his strengths lie, and I think that's such an advantage as you become a veteran in this league, is to play to your strengths.
San Antonio calls timeout. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too. But he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit. But still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case.
Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Just 4 to shoot. And here's Anderson from the arc.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Lynn's shot is off.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Pass to Blatch to end the drought. Rebound by the Heat. Rose has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He kicks it to Bosch. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 8 points for Chris Bosch.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Anderson, a screen on Rose. Feeds it to Anderson. On the wing, Green. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here comes Miami. Deng's got the ball. Mozgov with the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Heat?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Rose dishes to Bosch. Beyond the arc. Deng can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And there's the call on Bosch. That's his 3rd foul of the game. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Miami. Miller comes in for Rose. Lance Stevenson's checked in for San Antonio. Lynn kicks to Hood. To the right side. Deep two from Anderson. It's rebounded by Bosch. Bosch has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The Heat making a switch here. Stokes is checked in. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to Charlotte. Stevenson against Green. Pass to Hood. Got a piece of it. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Rasul Butler's checked in for Luol Deng. And San Antonio also making a switch. Diaw's checked in. Clock is at 3. Lynn the pass to Stevenson. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Miami leading by 13. Dixon kicks to Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat. San Antonio's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Stevenson dishes to Diaw. And he banks in the layup. Diaw's got 9.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover. Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous. And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And that one's good. And that's now 7 points here for Lynn.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Butler. San Antonio with the rebound. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
And Miami making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Lynn against Miller. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Miller, the pass to Butler. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Lynn. Diaw, the pass to Blatch. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. .158 left in the third. Lynn kicks to Stevenson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. Diaw's got 5 points now this quarter. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. And it's Miller penetrating. Diaw with the steal. To the right side. Here's Hood. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Lynn kicks to Diaw. He feeds it to Hood. Four on the clock. Left side, Lynn. Rebound by Butler.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
McCollum dishes to Miller. Stokes inside. Latch covering. The Heat have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Fellas, you look at Boris Diaw and say, my goodness, if he could just get in better shape. But he uses every bit of that significant backside of his to his advantage. Opponents can't get through him or around him, so he's making good use of the extra LBs.
Outside Butler. Durant with the steal. Here's Stevenson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Miller with the ball. He has 5. The feed to Bosch. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Heat out front. They're up by 8. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Miami leading by 8. Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Rose is out there with Green. And it's Mozgov and it's the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Dang passes to Mozgov. Bosch tries in. It's hauled in by Diaw.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
And it's blocked by Dang.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive battle, they have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
It's deflected. Durant kicks to Diaw. The pass to Stevenson. 5 on the clock. Right side Durant. Rebound by the Heat. Bosch has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Here's Mozgov.
First foul call.
And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there, Greg, to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
Green, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Durant.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Oh, goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Everybody stop. I mean, just take a minute to admire what we just saw.
The supreme flush. You're right. Beautiful.
Guarantee you we will not sat tonight. I promise you that.
Dishes it to Rondo. There's the pick. Pass to Pachulia. For three. Durant, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Outside Dang. Puts up a three. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And 11 points for Luol Deng. Rondo kicks to Diaw. Tries from 16. No luck. And it's Miami the other way. Pachulia with the steal. There's the dish to Green. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Rose dishes to Bosh. No good off the front iron.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
No good from Durant. The Heat leading by 11. The kick out to Rose. He dishes it to Bosh. Bosh with another miss. The Spurs have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And he gets it to go.
Gerald Green.
16 points for Kevin Durant.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
On the wing, Green. Right at the free throw line. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Rose double teamed. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Kicks to Mozgov. Miami needs to get a shot off. Bosh with the bucket.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Rondo passes to Durant. Over in the corner, Green. Left side, Durant. From 15 feet away.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
McCollum kicks to Miller. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
The drive by Green. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Miami leading by 17. Shots good by Butler.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Green dishes to Lynn. It's Miller on the wing. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Heat.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
McCollum passes to Butler. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Butler. And that's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum. Green inside the three-point line. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And here's McCollum for 3. They get it back. Stokes shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And Anderson gets it to go. So for the Heat, their last game a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Miller kicks to Hickson. There's a good screen. Can't hit from the low block.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Here's Green. Rebounded by McCollum.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
Back to Miller. Clock at 4. Hands it from downtown. Miller's got 6 here in this quarter.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive. Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money, but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
Miami leading by 20. Hickson a screen. McCollum dishes to Stokes. And stolen by Miller. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. They get a hand on it. Here is Miller. Butler in the corner. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. 17 points for Butler. Well, we were talking about max contracts. There are arguments to their benefits. Commissioner Adam Silver said last year that he feels they help with parity. What do you think?
You know, for the most part, I do believe he's correct. I mean, they do help with parity. For guys like LeBron and Durant, let's face it, the big max contract can be a hindrance. They're probably considered to be worth far more than they're paid. But it's going to be something that is debated back and forth throughout the next negotiations for the CBA.
Lynn the pass to Steamsma. And he's on the money with his first shot today.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Rose. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Anderson's shot is off. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. And here's Miller. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away.
I won't bow down to no man.